You are welcome to solve this nice math problem, which is 8 to the power x minus 2 to the power x. This is equal to square root of 2. What is the value of x? Solution from here, we have 8 to the power x, subtract 2 to the power x. This is equal to square root of 2. We can express 8 as 2 to the power 3 raised to the power x, subtract 2 to the power x. This is equal to square root of 2. The next step is that 2 to the power 3 raised to the power x. This is in the form of a to the power n raised to the power m, which we can express as a to the power m raised to the power n. Applying this exponent property, then we have that 2 to the power x raised to the power 3 subtract 2 to the power x. This is equal to square root of 2. The next step is that we can say let 2 to the power x be equal to m. Now let's substitute this. Here we have m to the power 3 subtract m. This is equal to square root of 2. Now to eliminate the square root sign on the right hand side, we square both signs. So let's square here both signs. Now m to the power 3 minus m raised to the power 2. This is in the form of a minus b squared. This is equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2 times ab. Now applying this algebraic identity, then here we have m to the power 3 raised to the power 2, then plus m to the power 2 subtract m to the power 3 times m, then times 2. This is equal to, now we eliminate the square root sign here. This is equal to 2. Now here we have m. Now here we have m to the power 3 raised to the power 2, which is m to the power 6, then plus m squared minus, this is 2, m to the power 3 times m. Remember this is m to the power 1, so this is 2m to the power 4. This is equal to 2. Now from what we have here, this is m to the power 6 subtract 2m to the power 4, then plus m squared. This is equal to 2. So from what we have here, from this particular part here, m to the power 4 is common. We can factor out m to the power 4. Then into the parentheses, here we'll have m to the power 2, subtract 2, close the bracket, and then now plus m squared. Let's take 2 on the left hand side. So this is m squared minus 2. This is equal to 0. So we have m squared minus 2, and here we also have m squared minus 2. So we can factor out m squared minus 2. Let's factor out this so that here in the parentheses we'll have m to the power 4 plus 1, close the bracket. This is equal to 0. So we have two parts here. The first part is m squared minus 2. This is equal to 0. The second part here is m to the power 4 plus 1. This is equal to 0. Now this implies that from the first part here, which is m squared minus 2, which is equal to 0, this implies that m squared, this is equal to 2. Now from here, if you recall, now we have m squared minus 2, this is equal to 0. So this implies here we have m squared, this is equal to 2. So to solve for m here, we get the square root on both sides. Here we have m square root of m squared. This is equal to plus or minus the square root of 2. So here we have m is equal to plus or square root of 2, plus or minus square root of 2. So from the first part here, we have two possible values of m. M is equal to square root of 2, and we have that m is equal to minus square root of 2. Now, if you recall here, we have seen that let m be equal to 2 to power x. We seen that let m be equal to 2 to power x. So let's start with the first value of m. 2 to power x, this is equal to square root of 2. To solve for x here, we have to introduce logarithm on both sides. We have log 2 to power x. This is equal to log square root of 2. So log 2 to power x, this is in the form of log a to power n, which we can express as n log a. Applying this power rule property, then log 2 to power x becomes x log 2. This is equal to log square root of 2. Let's divide here by log 2 and here by log 2. So this implies that x here is equal to log square root of 2 divided by log 2. We have x is equal to log square root of 2 over log 2. Now this is in the form of log a divided by log b, which we can express as log a to base b. Now here we will have x is equal to log square root of 2 to base 2. Now this is the first value of x here. Now we have that the second value of m, that is m2, is equal to minus square root of 2. It's minus square root of 2. And again, we have that 2 to power x, this is equal to m. So let's check here, 2 to power x, this is equal to minus square root of 2. Now from here, 2 to power x, will give us a positive value here. But here, we have that 2 to power x cannot give us a negative square root of 2. So this part is rejected. So this part is rejected. Now, let's proceed. We have that, again here, we have that m to power 4 plus 1, this is equal to 0. So this is the second part here. So we have m to power 4, this is equal to minus 1. Substituting the value of, that is m is equal to 2 to power x. So this is 2. This is the same thing as 2 to power x raised to power 4. This is equal to minus 1. Again here, 2 to power x raised to power 4, this will give us a positive value. So this cannot give us a negative value. So this part is also rejected. So this part will also be rejected. So now we have that the value of x is equal to log square root of 2 to base 2. Now this is the value of x. This is the value of x. So let's verify that this value of x satisfies the equation. Let's verify here. Now we have that 8 to power x subtract 2 to power x. This should give us a value of square root of 2. Let's substitute x. So we have 8 to power log square root of 2 to base 2. Subtract 2 to power log square root of 2 to base 2. This should give us square root of 2. Now we can express 8 as 2 to power 3. So here we have 2 to power 3 multiplied by log square root of 2 to base 2. Then subtract 2 raised to power log square root of 2 to base 2. This should give us a value of square root of 2. Now, here we have, this is actually in the form of a to power n raised to power m, which we can express as a to power n times m. Let's apply this exponent property. So here we have 2 to power 3 log square root of 2 to base 2. Subtract 2 raised to power log square root of 2 to base 2. This should give us a value of square root of 2. So we can express 2 to power 3 log square root of 2 to base 2 as 2 to power log square root of 2 raised to power 3 to base 2. Then subtract 2 to power log square root of 2 to base 2. This should give us a value of square root of 2. That's 2 to power log square root of 2 to base 2. This is in the form of m to power log a to base m. This should give us a value of a. Now applying this logarithm property, then here we have 2 to power log square root of 2 raised to power 3 to base 2. This should give us a value of square root of 2 to power 3. And we have that 2 to power log square root of 2 to base 2. This should give us a value of square root of 2. So substituting this information here, we'll have square root of 2 raised to power 3. Subtract square root of 2. This should give us a value of square root of 2. Now, square root of 2 to power 3, this can be expressed as square root of 2 raised to power 2 times square root of 2 here. Then subtract square root of 2. This should give us a value of square root of 2. Now, here we have square root of 2 squared. We eliminate the square root sign here. So we have 2 multiplied by square root of 2 here. Subtract square root of 2. This is equal to, this should give us a value of square root of 2. So it's here we have 2 square root of 2 minus square root of 2. This is actually equal to square root of 2, which is equal to square root of 2. So this means that we have that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So this implies that the value of x, which is equal to log square root of 2 to base 2, actually satisfies the equation. So kindly follow the steps, like this video and subscribe. Kindly like and subscribe.